Hey folks, it's Dr. Sam and I'm on my morning walk. I received a question today: how do I help lupus from a holistic perspective? Well, lupus is a condition that attacks the healthy tissue. The immune system doesn't work properly and it creates an autoimmune disease. Some of the symptoms that people experience would be pain and swelling in the joints, skin rashes, tiredness, swollen lymph nodes, and in the eyes you can get a lot of inflammatory diseases, things like uveitis, conjunctivitis, retinal swelling, and even things like dry eye due to the eyelids becoming inflamed. So some of the more famous treatments of lupus would be things like immune suppressant drugs, corticosteroids, non-steroidal inflammatory drugs, even things like aspirin and Tylenol. So some of the more holistic treatments that I tend to promote, well, there are four actually. The first is bringing less inflammation into your life. And of course, food is at the top of the list. So anything that you can do to increase the microbiome in the gut, eating an anti-inflammatory diet. I tend to do things like complex carbohydrates, healthy fats and oils, and lots of fiber. In addition, I think reducing stress, so having some tools as stress reduction are really important, because the higher the stress, the higher the inflammation. That includes a healthy lifestyle, healthy relationships, enjoying what you do. Okay, the next thing to deal with in terms of inflammation is the toxic load. And this would be being exposed to heavy metal toxicities, mold, pharmaceutical drugs, and something called glyphosate. And this is what's in the pesticides and the insecticides that are sprayed in all of our city parks, on golf courses. This is the fertilizer spray from Monsanto, and glyphosate really can create high levels of inflammation in the gut. And of course, this is going to amplify any lupus symptoms. Okay, next, lymphatic health. So this could be as simply taking a walk every day, getting regular daily exercise really helps the lymphatic system. I'm a craniosacral therapist, so I would say getting cranial work is another fabulous way to stimulate the lymphatic health. So lymph health is so important for our immunity, for our energy flow, and it's another aspect that I address if a person is suffering lupus symptoms. Last but not least, I thought I would touch on this. This is more of the psycho-emotional aspects of lupus. And I don't want to get too into this in the video, but as children, we learn a lot from adults. And one of the things we learn about is something called boundaries. And boundaries is, I know where my body ends and I know where the physical world begins. And if we weren't modeled healthy boundaries, the boundaries represent a development in our immune system, our ability to discern and selectively keep out those allergens and things we don't want, around. And so if our boundaries are not healthy, or we don't have any boundaries, this can start to affect the immune health and leads to certain autoimmune diseases like lupus. If we have experienced abuse as a child, and there's that negative energy that was constantly coming at us, well, as adults, we may not have that energy come at us anymore, but we create the negative energy. That starts to wear down the immune system also. So exploring the psycho-emotional aspects of lupus can go a long way to neutralize some of the symptoms. So I think if you can live in more authenticity, bring your intuition and creativity more into your life, experience joy, have healthy relationships, do what you love doing, I think at the very least you can neutralize the lupus condition and live a happy and healthy life. So that's my message for today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, take care.